Hi, Alan.
Hi, Pradeep.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. Nice to see you again.
Yes, and I understand you're going to tell me about the creative mindfulness course.
Oh, yes, yes. What would you like to know about the course?
I understand there's some art involved. Do I need to be really good at art?
No. This is actually for real beginners. There's people who've never done it. So many people tell me, "Oh, I can't even draw a straight line."
Right.
And I think there's nothing about drawing straight lines in art, is there really?
Well, certainly not.
No. So this is just
unless you're a designer. There we are. They always like straight lines.
They do. Yeah. The thing is, it's a very it's just to show you that you are capable of drawing.
Right.
But we talk ourselves into thinking we can't.
Right.
So it's just to give you. We'll study. We'll show you how you can. I can prove it to you. And what we'll do is after this session, I'll give you an exercise to do.
Brilliant.
And then after you've done it, you tell me whether you can draw or not.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what sort of materials do you think I would need as well for this?
Piece of paper, A4.
Right.
And a pencil.
Okay.
That's all you need.
Simplistic. Brilliant.
Simplest things. No, not you. You can't have any erasers. We're not allowed to use them.
Oh.
They're banned.
Okay.
For somebody who's learning to draw, your worst enemy is an eraser. Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah. People use an eraser so often, and the time they should be drawing, they're erasing.
Right.
You know, make mistakes, learn from it, but don't use an eraser.
And mistakes quite often lead to something really good.
They do, and that's the surprising thing that people discover once you start doing it. But again, these are the kind of things people don't actually understand because they have not done it. They haven't given it a chance. The things that you learn, even by making those mistakes, like you say, teaches you a lot. Brilliant. So yeah, there you go. So there's we will do an exercise on now. I know you can't show your piece of paper at the moment, but did you have any other questions before we do the exercise?
What part do you think the mindfulness plays, or is that expanded on in the course?
It is. Like the exercise we did earlier. When you actually get absorbed in what you're doing, you don't listen to anything outside you. You're just so absorbed in it, and you switch off to everything else.
Yeah. I know when I did it, I felt lost in a zone almost. Like you zone
out. Yes, it is. It is. I do it all the time. This is something I brought up to teach on this course, but I found out how useful it was for myself as well. So when I'm sometimes sitting there and at a loose end, I'll just pick up the pencil. Or even when I'm getting a bit stressed, I'll pick up the pencil and do those. Yeah. And it's just wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, I find that maybe the odd doodle as well. If your mind's going, you can sometimes the interaction as well and the calming effect as well.
I know it's just amazing.
Yeah, so that obviously it's going to expand on all that. And
yes, so we will during the course we will talk more about it. We will give again during the course. We can actually give some exercises where you can actually see it for yourself. What happens when you practice mindfulness and use that to use art to create your mindfulness sessions.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's giving me a really good sort of background to it and what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think it's we've had some really amazing feedback from this course. A lot different from what I expected, but positive nonetheless.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So we're learning all the time on what happens.
Yeah, and we can expand on that, can't we, as well? From what we've learned. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
So I think the best thing to do is just book on the course as soon as you start running them again, and get them down here, and let's
go for it.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, do you want to try this exercise?
That would be brilliant. Yeah.
Okay.
I know I've got the picture here in front of me.
You got the picture, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to show it so we can have a look? You don't want to? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just say. Hang on a minute. Bear with me a second.
Okay.
Okay. Nope, that's not working. Okay. Alan, for the next exercise, have you got the picture I gave you earlier?
Yes, I've got it. Thanks, Pradeep. That's brilliant.
So,
who is it? I've got. Shall I show everyone what it is? Yeah.
you can do. Yes, of course you can.
Here we go.
Can you hold it up a bit higher? Oh, wow. Oh,
Is that
yes.
it? There we go.
That young man is an artist.
Right.
You might have heard of him. He's Rembrandt.
Yeah, takes me back.
Yes.
Good old art history. There we go.
He's was an amazing artist. As you all know, his paintings are all over the world on some of the biggest museums, the best museums. He's quite well known for, as you saw from that painting, that was a self-portrait he did, of the way he uses light.
Yeah.
So if you look at that picture, you'll see the light is only coming from one direction.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
The interesting shadows that play, and it's at a certain angle from above, and it creates.
So things go down his forehead and then shows the rest of the body or the face in that as well.
Sort of coming down and from the front, so your face is quite clear, but you see all those dark shadows around as well. And this is the reason I chose this picture, because of his style of painting, and I thought it's a good way to learn how to look at a picture before you draw it.
Yeah, because I would look at that and probably think, oh yeah, it's really difficult because it's a face, isn't it? It's like trying to get everything in there. Yeah. So
the exercise we're going to do today, Alan, is take that. I want you to, as you can see, there's a gap. There's a big space in the picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can just hold it up again so I can see the whole page, so people can see it. Right. Actually, you need to sort of pull it back a bit so people can see it, and up. That's it. So as you can see, there's a big gap there on the top of the page. I want you to turn it around.
Right.
Right. And then now put it on the table.
Okay.
Upside down. The face is upside down.
Right.
And you've got a black bit at the bottom end of the page.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to draw that picture, exactly what you see there, upside down.
And can I use a pencil? Is there anything that's better? Just what I've got to hand?
You can use a pencil. Just use a pencil, that's fine.
Okay.
Now, because there's a lot of light and dark in that picture, just look at the dark shadows.
Right. Yeah, I think I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, and start blocking those out.
Okay.
So do all the dark shadows and block it out.
Block that out first. Yeah, I can see some really dark ones there. Yeah. Really.
So start at the darkest ones, block them.
Okay.
Put them in the right places.
Yeah. I think I'm getting, because I'm starting to see sort of different shapes as well. Yeah.
It's the shapes that actually make the difference.
Wow. Yeah, I think I'm getting it. Yeah.
So you're not actually doing all the details, the eyes or the nose or anything like that. You're just looking at the light and the shade.
Oh yeah, and when I'm drawing it, I can see like a pencil. Sometimes if you don't put as much pressure, it's lighter as well, isn't it?
And that's the way to do it. Always start light, because sometimes we rush to get the line in and press too hard. And then
starting to, hopefully it's taking shape. Yeah. I see. Oh yeah, I'm getting the really dark shading in now. Yeah.
So build it up, build up the shading layer at a time.
Yeah, I found some really dark areas there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got yeah. Yeah. What you would see as eyes are really, really dark. I've noticed. Yeah.
And people would expect that, but they really are.
Oh, yeah.
That's down to the lighting he uses on his pictures.
Yes, you get the sort of almost sunken feeling there, don't you? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And it doesn't take long when you start sort of blocking those things.
Quite quick, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, I've tried another technique. I've tried putting my pencil sideways, and that's even quicker.
It covers a larger area quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things. Let me see if I can find a pencil here. So I want to show you. So, like this pencil I've got here in my hand.
Right.
People always tend to hold a pencil very tight.
Yeah.
Close to the point. You don't want to do that. Try and hold it back further back.
Yeah. And I've got it further. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can draw much quicker.
Wow.
And it becomes a lot looser as well. The only time it's really good to hold a pencil right near the point is when you're doing fine detail or you're writing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really quick. It's quickening things up.
Mm.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? This picture. It's just yeah. The way you use that, it must be candlelight, obviously, at the time, you know.
Yeah. It probably was, yes. It wouldn't surprise me. Those
a
days.
Few centuries before electricity, there we go. Yeah.
But the light is so good.
It is.
I think we're used to seeing too much light nowadays that we don't actually appreciate it.
Wow.
Is it taking shape now?
It is starting to, yeah.
So this kind of drawing is called chiaroscuro. Chiaroscuro is light and dark.
Right. So is that a terminology that came around that sort of period? Is it or?
It did. There's the all art when you're drawing from life is all about light and shade.
Right.
Don't look at there's no lines. It's just light area.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not using lines. It is just the shade. Yeah.
It's just a shading, and it looks so much natural.
It seems, yeah, weirdly, it's like even if it's upside down, you can see a face emerging. You know, it's.
Yeah. And this is a really good exercise. It just shows you how easy it is to draw.
Yeah.
When you don't try, basically you don't try too hard to get everything right. We put so much pressure on ourselves that we sort of tense up, and the lines never fall where we want them to.
And this is flowing more. Yeah, I can feel it. Yeah. And
just take it easy. Let it flow. Fill in the gaps.
And it is very, very. It's starting to relax as well. I am relaxing. It
is, and the art is about enjoying it. Once you start putting pressure on yourself, it isn't enjoyment anymore.
No. Wow, I can even notice the sort of using the paper as a highlight. There we go.
Because yeah, that paper's got quite a nice grain to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Wow. You can see the paper, yeah, almost starting to look more 3D as well. It's, I suppose it's the different tones, isn't it? Working. And...
It is. When you start drawing something and you start very light, and then you add the darker bits on top, it actually becomes more like a sculpture. You're building it up. You're building up the layers.
The layers, isn't it? Yeah.
And that gives it a tremendous amount of depth.
Wow. Yeah, neat. Sort of got the crux of it, I think, there. Look, yeah, it's starting to trying to get some of the really dark bits in again at the bottom. And
yeah, you'll find it. It's all right. It's just playing around, just scanning over it all the time and adding extra bits to it.
Yeah, and you notice now more that although you've got colour on there, you're starting to use them as different tones.
That's right.
It's almost like I've got to try and switch to black and white TV. There we go. Look, colour. But no, it's yeah.
It's a wonderful way to learn about shapes, how light falls on things, on different shapes. So the shape is only evident by the light falling on it.
Yeah. Well, it's that, yeah. Then you can feel the depth of things, you know, with it as well.
Yeah. So this is why when people are very creative and very get the hang of drawing, this is how it works, because we think differently. You think differently about, you know, putting little layers on layers on layers until you become to a stage where you've got this wonderful realistic picture there.
Like you say, you could adapt this to so many sort of pictures, isn't it? Whether they be black and white or colour or...
You could very easily.
Yeah.
And it's engrossing as well when you start looking around.
So, yeah. I know you're there, but I'm sort of switching off again. I'm in my zone thing again. Look.
The zone is good. When you're drawing, zone is good.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things that we will do and demonstrate in our course, Alan.
Right.
To show it isn't as difficult. We make it difficult.
Yeah.
And to switch off that doubting voice in the back of your head.
It does get your confidence up as well, I think. Yeah,
It is.
It's a while since I've drawn like this, so it's getting my confidence back as well. Yeah.
And what also it does is that, you know, it's so simple to do it every day. Just get yourself a sketch pad and have that handy.
Yeah. And equally, if I hadn't drawn it, it's making my coordination change as well, and
it does.
How I look at things. Yeah.
That hand-eye coordination works wonders for your brain.
And how long would we normally do this for?
Oh, about for a picture that has you know, about 10 minutes is enough to tell you how good you are.
Yeah, yeah.
how really you can go.
Yeah. But it makes you feel like you've achieved so much in that 10 or 15 minutes. Is amazing. Yeah.
Isn't it just? And it just, again, like I say, it shows that we can all draw if you switch off that negative voice in the back of your head.
Yeah, that niggling bit. Yeah, you can do things. Look, you can
and
do it.
that constant self-criticizing.
Yeah. Yeah, like you say, people may often use erasers, but they shouldn't. You know, it's yeah.
Because if you start using erasers, it becomes a crutch after a while.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, you'll learn next time not to make the same mistake again.
Yeah. And it makes it much more fluid, doesn't it? It seems to be anyway.
It becomes there's more life to the drawing as well. It's more lively.
Yeah, you've got your own. You'll probably end up with your own style, I can imagine. Yeah, with this. Yeah.
Very easily, depending how you approach it. So this is the exercise for anybody who wants to give this a try. There'll be a link at the end of this video. You can download that picture and instructions on how to use that and give it a go. And once you've tried it, what I would really like you to do is take a picture of it and email it to me so I can see what you've done.
Brilliant. Shall I quickly look at mine?
You can look at it, but don't show it to anybody else.
I will not. No, I'll spoil the thing. Oh, wow. Oh, geez. It's a face. Hey. And it's not dissimilar.
Isn't it a surprise when you turn it around?
It is. Wow. That is amazing. That's great. Thanks. That's brilliant.
So, like I say, anybody watching this video, download a copy of that, print it out and draw on it. Get your pencils out, draw on it, and then draw on it again if you don't like it. Draw on it again, and then use the same principles I just explained. And like I say, you'll have instructions there as well to do that little exercise. And send me a picture. Let me know. Let me know what you think.
And just go for it. That's the thing. Like I've just done. It's amazing.
Yeah, just do it. It takes 10 minutes.
Wow,
thank you. And you can tell me you can't draw.
Wow, thanks again.
Alan, nice to speak to you again.
And June, thank you again for this exercise. It's been brilliant.
Yeah, so like I said, a lot of the links will be coming up after this video. Yeah. If you can't find it, just email us at Recovery College, and we'll be there to help you out.
And go for it.
And go for it.
Cheers.
Okay, Alan, nice to see you.
And you. Take care, Pradeep.
Bye now.
Bye.